Hello, welcome to this week's weekly weight loss vlog. It is Monday the 17th of February. So we are doing... I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go back for the... What was it, the 11th? Or was it the 10th? I think we're doing the 10th to the 16th. 10th to the 16th. Monday the 10th of February to Sunday the 16th. Yes, those are the dates. That is what we are doing. It's been Valentine's weekend. Hope you've all had a lovely Valentine's weekend. That might mean a few more calories for you. That's absolutely fine. Every now and then, there's always going to be times where we need a few more calories. I've had a very boring week, as always. We like that in January and February. We like very calm, chilled, boring weeks. No plans, which makes it very easy to control those calories. Or makes it, not very easy, but makes it easier. I said last week I felt I was struggling a bit for motivation. Straight back in the game this week. I am not this week. I don't know how this week's going to go yet. But last week I was straight back in the game. And this is something we need to understand about motivation. It can come and go. Right? It can come and go. Sometimes it's, through the roof. Sometimes it's a little bit lower. But you just got to get your head down and get done what we need to get done. But yeah, everything last week was good, really. Controlling the appetite, good. Really got a buzz for it at the moment. I've got a real buzz for it. And I think that's because I'm literally seeing some really good changes. And it does motivate you. When you get the results, it does motivate you. And you will get the results. If you're doing this in the right way, and you're putting the effort in and you're being consistent, you will get the results. And I'm a good 2 months ahead of last year. I think I said this last week. There's no check-in this week, but last week it was my check-in. And I was practically the same weight last week as I was mid-April last year. Now that's progress. To be 2 months ahead of the game. And yeah, I know I've talked about from mid-April 24 to the end of April 24, I kind of just maintained. But that's progress because 2023, I just maintained. I weighed the same at the end of 2023 as I did at the start. Last year, I was about 19 pounds lighter. Gained a bit back over Christmas. And this year, I'm going to progress even more. So, yeah, I'm feeling good at the moment. Still off the booze. That is going to be for at least another week. I'm definitely going to the end of February, which is what I did last year. I think I had my first pint in 24. The second weekend into March. Now, at the start of this year, I did say I was going to do 100 days. I don't think I'm going to do 100 days, which would take me to the 10th of April. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Now, that was going to get broken on the 6th of March because I was going on my hollybobs. I'm not going on my hollybobs anymore. That is one change that has happened this week. Easy come, easy go. Yeah, last week I booked an impromptu holiday and now it's been put on the back burner because my other half, Rachel, she's starting a new job. She was meant to start it on the 24th of March. They've asked her if she would start on the 24th of April, which is a week today. And she's gone, yes, I will do. So, yes, the holiday isn't happening. But it's all good. It is what it is. At the end of the day, like I say, easy come, easy go. We've flipped it to October. We're not going Sharm. I'm not going to say where we are going in October, but we're not going to... We had booked to go to Sharm el Sheikh in Egypt. It was really expensive in October to go to Sharm. Must be like in season then. Anyway, we've moved the holiday to another very nice destination at the end of the year. So we're all good. That just is what it is. Change your routine. I talked about this in my newsletter yesterday. Rachel going back into work next week is going to change things a little bit. Certainly a lot more for her than it is for me, but it is going to change things for both of us. But the focus won't change. The routine is going to change a little bit, but we've still got to stay on it. So my big focus now is I've got a mate's holiday. Lads holiday. A friend of mine's 50th at the end of April. I'm away for 4 nights, 5 days. Was it 5 nights? Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. No, I'm away for 4 nights. That's my main focus now. And do you know what? I'm happy if I don't do anything before that holiday. I'm just, happy plodding along, keeping things nice and chill. Right, let's go into this week's eating. Oh, excuse me, Windy Pops. I've waffled on enough. Right, let's get some calories up. So these are the calories for last week. Just a really good week. Nice and straightforward. 2,047 on Monday, 2,028 on Tuesday, 1,963 on Wednesday. Didn't feel hungry. A little bit worried I was possibly over-restricting myself, but I increased my calories Thursday to 2,278. Friday was Valentine's Day, so we had a little bit of a treat night. All within calories, 2,554. I banked about 2,100 going into the weekend. 2,987 on Saturday. I don't know if it's because I had a bit of a treat night, or even though it was within calories, I had a bit of a treat night on Friday. I ate some nice food on Saturday, and that's what it came to. So probably the lowest calorie Saturday I've had for a long time. And then Sunday, 3,400. So again, a pretty low calorie Sunday. And 942 calories under my ideal deficit. So that's 2 weeks in a row where I've been knocking on a 6,000 calorie deficit. Now that should equate to about 3.5 pounds of fat loss. Friday on the scales. Whether we see 3.5 pounds of fat, I don't know. We'll find out. I haven't been near the scales since. I checked in a week last Friday. So we'll have a look. So in theory, that is where we should be. That is where I will be in terms of fat loss. But whether I'll see that loss on the scales, because, weight loss isn't linear. And one thing I have felt this week, I've slipped a little bit on my hydration. I don't quite feel as hydrated. So that's just something I need to work on over the next few days. But we'll see what the scales say on Friday. Right, so that is my eating. And do you know what? I didn't feel, I've had 2 really low calorie days. And I don't feel overly restricted at all, to be honest with you. Right, let's get some steps up. Back up to that 11,000 marker. It was about 10,600 on average last week. Anyway, we've got back up to those 11,000 steps a day. That's kind of where I like to be. I set myself a target of 10,000 steps a day on average. It doesn't mean I do 10,000 every single day. But if I can push up to that 11, I'm buzzing. And I kind of had 4 days of the week. See there, pretty high. Well over 10,000 for 2-3 of the days. Friday, Saturday actually was under 10,000, and then yesterday I just nicked it. But that's the beauty of looking at averages. Over the week, we've averaged 11,000 steps. Could I do more than that? Yeah. Could I do less than that? Of course I could. So I'm happy with that, and that's kind of that's just a good standard week for me. That's just a good standard week. Nothing special. No pressure. Didn't feel at any point, right, I need to get my steps in. All good. Right, let's do some movement. Where are we at with the movement? So I've got 3 different things. Oh, I've lost my mouse here. Oh, there it is. 3 different things. We've got my strength training. Now, we didn't go to the gym actually on Wednesday. Can't remember why, but we didn't. We did Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's my weights. I've been doing a lot more weights recently. Really enjoying it. So that's my weights for Monday to Friday. And I've been doing more intense, spending a little bit longer. But certainly when I say I've been doing more weights, my training's been better. Like I say, I've been more intense with the training, as it were. We still got on the cross trainer. So we did the cross train again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, each day. And Friday, Friday's a little bit of a false positive because I did 15 minutes on the cross train. I did a little bit longer on... I'm lying there. I said I didn't go to the gym on Wednesday. I went to the cross train. I didn't do weights on Wednesday. I just did cross trainer. And as you can see at the bottom, I also did a core workout. That's why I thought I didn't go on Wednesday. So I did my weights Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I did cross trainer Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. And Wednesday was a more cardio day and a core workout. And I've not done a proper core workout for ages. I only did 15 minutes. My stomach, my abs, everyone has abs, by the way. Before you go, Neil, you haven't got abs. Everyone has abs, by the way. They're just covered in a layer of fat. But my abs on Thursday and Friday were absolutely burning. And then, of course, Saturday I did my spin session. And again, another false positive. I forgot to turn my flipping workout off. It's not that I forget to turn my workout off. If you have an Apple Watch, when you stop working out and your heart rate drops, it goes, do you want to end workout? And I just go, yeah, right? Because I forget to do it. I don't know why. Maybe my heart rate just stayed a bit elevated. But when I finished my workout, I remember checking my average heart rate, I think. And it was about, or I remember checking my heart rate a few times for the workout, and it was never below 160, but then my average heart rate is 139. I actually ended that at about 10, 15 minutes after my workout. So it's a little bit of what we call a false positive. So it looks like I've worked out for ages and burnt loads, and I haven't. It's about 15 minutes of extra. And you can see at the end of the graph where it drops down. But anyway, it was a good workout. Really good. I love doing my spin on a Saturday morning. I really, really do. Right, that's it. Let's get into this eating. So I'm actually this week trying to be organised. I'm writing down when I talk about each segment because I'm terrible at it when I go to editing. But I've put actually all my food and stuff on my computer so I can kind of space it all out and see what's what. Because I never decide what my top 5 is until like right at the end. Right, this is number 5. I'm going in with this one, which is fish chips and peas. My mum come round on Tuesday night. I love fish chips and peas. It's one of my favourite meals. And when my mum comes around, my mum only comes around for a tea every other week. And because I work nights, the night she comes around, I work doing lives and stuff the opposite week, if that makes sense. But when my mum comes around, I want to spend time talking to my mum. I do see her, at least every other day. I nip and see her and have a chat with her and this, that and the other. Right? But actual quality time where spending a couple of hours with her is once every 2 weeks. And my mum's nearly 80, bless her. And, it is quality time. So when she comes around, I do try and do an easier tea, a tea where I'm not slaving over a stove. So anyway, we had fish chips and peas, and that is the Aldi extra large sourdough breaded cod fillets, 400 calories. I had a full tin of mushy peas alongside that, and then a few of the Aldi specialty chunky oven chips, 883 calories for fish chips and peas. Absolutely belting. Easy to track, easy to eat. You'll get a load of, it's processed garbage. You eat a meal like that once, twice a week, alongside a lot of fruit and veggies. You do a bit of exercise, you get your movement in. Good bit of what, you're all good. You're all good. Don't let people tell you you are not all good. Right, before I drop my pen. Right, let's go for what we're going for number 4. I'm going to go for this. Pie, mash and veg. So we had this Saturday night. We have a local pie shop. Well, it's a butcher's pie shop, everything. It's actually I call it local. It's about 6-7 miles away. They do the best pies in the world. I bought quite a few at Christmas. We only had one left. Rachel loves it. So I said, being the gentleman, Rachel, you have that pie. I got this, which is it was like in the Valentine's range at Aldi, the specially selected Wagyu beef, or Wagyu. Is it Wagyu? I have flipping no idea. Caramelized onion pie. It was all right. It wasn't the best pie I've had, but it wasn't bad. Was it worth 735 calories? I didn't know it was that many calories till I bought it. Absolutely not. Would I have eaten it if I'd known it was 735 calories? Would I have bought it? Probably not. I would have gone for a more calorie controlled option. But it was nice. It was nice. I had some Idaho with mash. Again, quick, simple tea weekend. Loads of peas, loads of carrots, nice drizzle of gravy. 1,088 calories for that badger. Now, a decent steak pie you can get for like 450, 500 calories. 200 calories. So you can have a good steak pie, mash, loads of veg for well under 900 calories. Now, you might be saying, well, that's way too... Yeah, all right. Well, are there lower calorie options if you fancy a pie? Yeah. Somebody will go, well, don't have a pie then. What if you fancy a pie? I fancied a pie. If you fancy pie, you can have a pie. There are options out there. And when, it was 35 grams of protein. If I'm having pie, mash and veg, I'm not really worried about how much protein I'm consuming. So, you're getting a good volume. Every meal doesn't have to have like stupid amounts of protein to the calories. I mean, don't get me wrong, 35.6 grams of protein is still pretty decent. Right, number 3, I'm going to go for this little beauty. And it is a little beauty. And it is my dupe, get my mouse working. Why is my mouse not? My mouse is having a nightmare today. Right, there we go. It is my meatball marinara dupe, Aldi dupe. I made this probably about 2 years ago. Aldi brought out, maybe it might have been last year. I think it was 2023 actually. They brought like a Subway dupe range where they brought out like the Subway rolls. They also the Subway rolls and the sauces, Southwest sauce, onion sauce. And I was like, right, I'm going to think of a recipe of that. So I made a meatball marinara dupe. So Aldi 5% fat meatballs, some cheese, make my own sauce. Anyway, it is in one of my recipe books. Is it in one of my recipe books? I think it's in one of my recipe books. But if it isn't in one of my recipe books, it's on YouTube. I've made it, it's on YouTube, and that's why I've just put meatball marinara. 537 calories, 40.7 grams of protein, 7.5 grams of fibre. If you're doing your weight loss journey right, anyone can eat that for their lunch or their tea. If I was having that for tea, I'd have some air fried chips on the side. Absolutely delicious. I will put the link in the description of this video for you to go and watch the video on how to make it. And in the description of all my recipes on YouTube is the full ingredients list and the link to track it on NutriCheck. So you don't even need to track it on NutriCheck. You can literally click the link and it'll go into your shared saved meals on NutriCheck. And every time you make it, you can just put it in your app. That was number 3. Number 4 was this little naughty badger. And that was the chicken Kiev and garlic butter pizza from M&S. That was our Valentine's night treat. So yeah, M&S Food Collection Limited Edition chicken. It was sensational. It tasted just like a chicken Kiev on a pizza. They put some breadcrumbs on there, all the herbs that would go in chicken Kiev, garlic butter, chicken. It had like a white bechamel base, and I'm not a fan of white pizzas. I like a tomato sauce base. But I can see with that why they did a white, like a bechamel base. But it was absolutely banging. Now, I only had half of that, and then we got a Carlos Margarita stone-baked chilled pizza to top it up because we had half and half. 964 calories for a bit of a pizza night. It wasn't the most filling thing in the world. I should have done a nice side salad alongside it, or maybe even just add some more carbs, some more pasta or something. But it was all right. It did the job because you'll see why when I show you number 1. But the pizza was absolutely sensational, worth the calories. I didn't review it for worth the calories because it is a limited edition. It will be gone. But if it's not gone, go and grab one if by the time you're watching this and go and try it. Right. Last but by no means least, this was the treat dessert. And I say a treat dessert. I tried the Cree high protein peanut butter load super spoon protein ice cream that came into Aldi in January, but it is still there now. I think I saw it last week. But anyway, half a tub of that, 221 calories. Rachel bought me some M&S peanut clusters as like a little Valentine's treat thing. So I smashed them up and sprinkled them on top. I had some Bailey's squirty cream, 12.5 grams left from Christmas. And then I had some Snickers dessert sauce on top as well, just 10 grams of that. So 470 calories for a big bowl of like ice cream sundae, basically. It was amazing. I wouldn't say that ice cream is the best. Honestly, the Gianni's peanut ice cream from Aldi, it's not a high protein one, for 305 calories for the entire tub is a better ice cream, but it was still very, very good. What they tried to do with this high protein peanut butter load one, it had a bit of like, they tried to replicate a bit of a Ben & Jerry's because it had little swirls and little bits and pieces in the ice cream. But the ice cream itself wasn't as good as that, but it was still, I still thoroughly enjoyed it. Was it worth 407 calories? For 16 grams of protein and 9 grams of fibre from a pudding, Absolutely it was. It was delicious. But would I have been more than happy just having half a tub of the peanut ice cream and saving myself 70 calories and having a bit less protein and fibre because it's just an ice cream sundae? So it would have been just, yeah. But be that as it may. So my tea and my pudding, and we didn't have any nighttime snacks on Friday, it was like 1,400 calories. That's why I ate two. But I still had 1,100 calories for the rest of the day. Anyway, there we go. That's that. That's my eating. That was my number one. Absolutely sensational. Right, what is going on this week? So like I say, I'm having a bit of a chilled week this week because Rachel's going back into work a week today. So I'm taking a couple of afternoons off with her, Wednesday and Thursday. I actually did that last week as well. I took one afternoon off with her. I'm going to take 2 afternoons off with her this week so we can make, a little bit of, we can just have a little bit of quality time together because it is going to change things a little bit. And don't get me wrong, everyone works, not everyone, but the majority of people work 9 to 5. But we have, over the last 3 years, got used to this routine of just working together, going to the gym together, going out for walks together, eating breakfast, lunch, tea together. We do the lot, So it is going to be a change of a change. So yeah, this week I'm actually giving myself a little bit of food freedom. I've been absolutely on it so far in 2025. And I've been well under my calories the last 2 weeks. Now, it is my check-in on Friday, so I'm not going to go crazy during the week, though it is half term, so we're going to go take my niece and nephew out on Wednesday. So I'm taking kind of the day off on Wednesday. I'm going to take my niece and nephew out. But I'm going to try and keep it reasonably balanced up. But Friday, after I've done my check-in, I'm half tempted to do my check-in Wednesday morning, which, yes, is 2 days early. But from Wednesday, I do want to give myself a little bit of food freedom. And I'm quite happy in my head to go 1,000 calories over this week. Yeah, to go 1,000 calories over my ideal deficit because we've got a meal planned on Sunday. We've got a couple of bits and pieces on Saturday. So I'm more than happy to go over this week. So yeah, a little bit of food freedom this week. But other than that, it is just going to be business as usual. And then next week, we'll tackle this changing routine. Though we have put some plans into place for it. Anyway, that's my weekly weight loss vlog. So next Monday, we'll talk about, changing routine. I'm going to be sat in the house. Rachel's going to be at work. We'll talk about my check-in. We'll go through the normal eating and we'll see how, in my head, my week of a bit more freedom around food goes. But until then, we'll have lots of content coming out this week. Still got a good few lives this week. Make sure you subscribe. If you need help with your weight loss journey, sign up to my one-to-one plan. All the details in the description. If you don't think you need one-to-one, but you want to come and get involved, come join the community. Again, all the details in the description. And as I always say, in whichever way you are following me, whatever you are doing in life, make sure you are bossing your weight loss.